or into a beef stock. I think this would be
Uh-huh.
great. I personally think it's really good because it's distinct. I think that's the point of doing your own ferments or those other things, is that you're getting your own flavors. You're not just getting the regular flavor that everybody else has. So it's the Tom Douglas flavor into this miso. And I think that's the important thing. You're getting your own house flavor.
Well, to me, the important thing is that when I use it, I made it. And then just like your son yesterday making the hot dogs right from scratch. There's a certain pride in making that process. And then all year long, like right now at our house, we have Western exposure, and that miso is sitting in about a 90-degree kitchen right now. And it doesn't hurt it a bit because there's so much salt.
Yeah.
It actually speeds up fermentation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's fantastic, really.
So what other things? You said you'd use it in tomato sauce. Right now, this whole koji fermentation thing is very big. You can take that very same rice, and I know up at Beast and Cleaver, they're kind of rubbing their steaks with it. Can you do that with miso? Is just like you would salt and pepper? Can you spread miso on it?
Totally. I mean, I think it's easier with the koji because we actually used to do some fried fish, and we just put in there into some koji for an hour, bring it out, and then do our same pattern of dredging and flour, and go from there. And the fish, like sometimes fried fish, just straight cod. The cod doesn't have much flavor, but I think you would get flavor from the koji in the fish and the cod, and the texture from the batter. So, I mean, you can, totally. But I wouldn't waste in a way your miso like that so much.
You would use it so where it shines on its own.
I think something more like a waste product, like a sake lees, like the black cod. You're not traditionally using that lees in something else. Whereas miso, you're using in something else.
That particular lees doesn't have a ton of flavor until you add miso to it.
Oh, there you go.
Funny how that is. Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, black cod and sake lees, like if you leave that in there for a while,
it's classic. Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of the things it does when it sits on the lees like that is that it draws the moisture out of the fish.
Yeah.
And cod being such a fatty, or black cod being such an oily fish, that you end up with this piece of butter. That's why people love miso cod so much, right?
Yeah.
It's, centuries old Japanese preparation.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that for a moment? You have to marinate that for a day or two, right? To get the.
Well, Harry Yoshimura used to marinate it, the fish cut up only 3-pound and over cod. That's when it's developed the fat content, right? Never a pounder cod or babies. 2-pounder.
Okay.
Well, it just doesn't have the fat, but 3 to 5 pounds is what he would do. He would slice them bone in, literally bathe them in the kasazuke paste, which has miso in it, and then he would put them in the freezer.
In the freezer?
In the freezer. And so when it freezes, it opens up the pores of the fish, so it accepts that paste more, and also because it opens up the pores, it drains off more water, and the water just ends up in the paste itself. And you end up with this delicious cod.
This is delicious.
It's the bomb.
And then you bring it out frozen and just thaw it, and then I think that's a great meal prep.
I always take the bone out before I cook it. You don't have to, but I do personally.
Sounds good. How long?
Unfortunately, Mutual Fish is no longer with us.
I know.
You can get similar product at Wajimaya, but a lot of fish stores carry it.
So what are you going to cook with this, Tom?
Well, for me, at home, the most basic thing I do is vinaigrettes, miso vinaigrette.
Yeah, that'd be great.
It works on any kind of summertime salad. Sweet corn and miso, cream corn with miso cream. You name it, you can do anything with miso because it's a sense. It's not a particular ingredient in that way. It's a
kind
sense
of like an anchovy.
Like an anchovy puree, kind of same idea, whereas it adds something to the dish that you have no idea it's anchovy. And that's what umami is, right? The sixth sense. Yeah. Use miso at home?
Well, I like miso butter on corn.
Yeah. Why not? Why not?
But I just throw it into anything I'm stewing. My kids love split pea soup. I'll throw some in there.
Your kids love split pea soup.
Yeah,
that's my God, they're
all
freaks.
my 5 kids. That's the one thing they always request.
Split pea soup.
Split pea soup.
I don't know about you, but I could not stand split pea soup.
Yeah, they crave it.
Right in the category of lima beans and split pea soup.
I love it.
Yeah, split pea soup is the night they request the most.
With ham hock or not?
We don't generally. Sometimes my wife's vegetarian, so we'll kind of fudge around that.
Yeah. I've seen her fudge a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. Enough about miso. Let's talk about yuso. Chef Brady Ishiwata Williams is here, chef owner of Tomo Restaurant in White Center. And we're going to talk all things creative.
I'm excited.
Okay, on Cairo Radio, it's the Hot Stove Society Show, 97.3 FM. Brady? I haven't seen you since you were up there. My wife's been out a couple of times.
Now it's
at 9.
Yeah. So I'm trying to get information for.
How you doing?
Which looking for?
Okay, right there.
I haven't used this.
Yeah.
How often do you make miso, or do you? Yeah.
I've often a bit of time for it.
Yeah.
It's a labor of love.
Well, it's one of those things you have to sit for so long too.
Yeah, I did a lot of piano sessions here too.
Thank you.
That's different adjuncts too, like. Or like chickpea miso.
Do you combine the hazelnuts or just on their own?
Both. Yeah. We do like a chickpea.
Fun.
Yeah.
What's your favorite canvas so far for miso?
Say it again.
Your favorite canvas. So what do you like? This is soybean. What do you like?
Chickpea and
Chickpea
hazelnut. Yeah,
and
that's
hazelnut.
kind of our
50-50?
More hazelnut than chickpea.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's really sweet and nutty, and
yeah.
Sounds good. How long will this keep?
Forever.
Until you throw it out.
Oh, yeah. I mean, honestly, got enough salt in there to kill somebody.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to have only that left on a desert island.
Yeah.
Anybody want to try miso out there? Yeah, you'll try it. Okay. I'll bring you some.
be good in
soup. Yeah. Did you see Herschel when he was out?
I saw him. Yeah. Well, he was there the other day. Yeah, I was not there that day, but I saw him not too long ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Yeah.
Seems like he's doing good.
Yeah.
That size.
Yeah, I've been in and out. Just a lot going on right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Running a joint.
Yeah.
Can you guys see my lips peeling?
I can. Yeah.
Oh my God, it's just like 4 straight days of 25-mile-an-hour winds and 100% sunshine.
4 days. That's a lot of golf.
Yeah. Am I saying your name right? Ishiwata? Okay.
I know my kids might not agree.
What would your kids say?
We'd have to ask them. They speak Japanese, not me.
Awesome.
Yeah, my grandma might correct you, or she would have when she was around. But
Yeah.
What would she say?
that's what I would say. No, Ishiwata.
Ishiwata.
Yeah, you're good.
What do you have to say? Ishiwata.
Ishiwata.
Yes. Hi.
Yeah.
It's all about the tone. Yeah. The
Yeah, it has to
intonation.
roll off rather than me being syllable pronunciation. Ishiwata.
Yeah, you're good.
With the head. Hi.
Well, hello to you too. Okay, we ready?
Ready.
All right, we're back here in the kitchen on Cairo Radio, hour number 2 of a fancy show today. Lots of food taste today.
Fancy.
With a special guest co-host, Eric Tanaka in the house.
Once every 25 years.
First time Eric's my partner in all the restaurants. He's also James Beard Award-winning chef. I don't think people remember that. That's a long time ago, dude.
I don't either.
I know exactly.
Speaking of James Beard Award-winning chefs, we
got
one right here.
We got one right here.
We got 3 of them right here.
Who knew?
Yeah.
Who knew? Chef Brady Ishiwata. I even got it right, and I couldn't keep a straight face. Chef Brady Ishiwata Williams was here. He's the chef owner of Tomo Restaurant down in White Center. Yeah. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, chefs.
Absolutely.
Exciting.
Excited to be here.
Tell us about you, Brady.
About me. Where do I start?
It's all about you. Start from the beginning.
Start from the beginning.
Our people want to know.
The cooking career. First restaurant job was at my grandparents' diner in Southern California. Not Japanese American. My grandmother's from Japan, but it was an American diner.
What part of Southern California?
Seal Beach, California.
From LA. So.
Oh yeah. I was born in LA. Hated restaurants. Tried to run from it. Had a minor league hockey career for a short stint, and then found my way back into restaurants. So helping the family out, run the diner, and then started my real cooking career in Dallas, Texas, and then found my way to New York, and then to Seattle in 2015.
Sounds like a cook's journey.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
What brought you to Seattle?
So I was offered the executive chef position at Canlis in 2015.
Okay.
So I was cooking in New York before at a restaurant called Roberta's Pizza, and then they have a 2 Michelin star restaurant called Blanca, in Brooklyn, in Bushwick. And through a series of kind of, I don't know, whatever events, I met the Canlis family and did a tasting with them for the open executive chef position 10 years ago.
Wow.
That Jason Franny vacated, my predecessor, and didn't want to leave New York. I thought I was going to be a lifer, but loved my time in Seattle. I lived here for 3 years as a kid, just randomly, and had some
really?
fond memories. Yeah, when I was 7 years old, 7 to 10. I also came in it was January of 2015 to do my tasting, and y'all had this stint of 60-degree beautiful weather. You know,
I'm glad
as you get every 10 years.
Yeah.
And
That's what happened to me when I came out. One week it was 70 and clear.
And it was 3 feet of snow in New York and just brutal. And I was all right, get me out of here.
I was coming from New York too. It was the same thing, 70 and clear.
So that's what sold me. No, but ended up getting the job offer and was this would be a good place to hang out for a couple of years. And I was young. I was 28 years old, and kind of felt like having the protection of an institution would be, good as a young cook as you're finding your voice. But yeah, what I thought was going to be a couple of years stint. I've been here for 10 years now and don't think I'm going anywhere. So,
well, not if you open your own restaurant.
Yeah. And I'm locked into 5-year leases.
I don't know how long your lease is, but I often tell
we just extended. So terms,
Yeah. You can imagine how many kids have asked me over the years about opening their own restaurant. And the number one thing I tell them, you're getting old enough now, but at that 21, 22, 23 age, and they bring me a prospectus of signing a lease for 10 years. Oh. You realize you're signing a lease for your entirety of your 20s? Yeah. And there's no turning back, And so to me, I wouldn't sign a lease like that until I was at least 30 years old anymore.
Yeah, I was 35 when we opened Tomo. So we opened Tomo in 2021 in the thick of the pandemic. So I was with Canlis kind of through the pivoting, and I was every restaurant's gonna have to reopen. So I think maybe it's time to do my own. Uh-huh. So we opened September of 2021 and going on 4 years now.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah,
you kind of mentioned finding yourself or your
voice.
And I think well, not every cook goes through that, because I don't think every cook aspires, whether it's to own their own restaurant or to even be a chef, but how you find your voice and what you put on a plate. Now I think there's so much more about personal narrative that goes onto a plate. How did you find that for yourself?
I think it just takes time. I think a lot of young cooks try to rush into it. And there's so much to finding your voice as a chef that is not just the creative aspect of it, but what does it look like to lead and run a kitchen and manage people and all that. And I think it took time, being in Seattle, just familiarizing yourself with the products and the seasons and the area, and being inspired by local farms and what's around you. So, and then also like there is tapping into your personal history and your experiences and letting that frame what goes onto the plate.
Yeah, it is a journey because it's funny, you know, now where I am looking back, I got my first chef job in New York when I was 24 and I cooked 1 year. I worked only at one restaurant. I'd never even cooked in a restaurant before. But I knew this one restaurant, I could do it frontwards, backwards, sideways, and more just bumbled my way into it. It wasn't like, oh my God, 18 people applied and they got it. It was more, I was always fairly capable, so I just kept moving up. But looking back, like how bad I was, and not the cooking part was the easy part. It was managing people. Like I had to fire my general manager who was 55 years old. I was some young punk, 24. Like I just think back how I did it. It was not nice at all, you know? So it just like, it takes a while to find all of those pieces of being a chef, being a leader, you know, owning your own place, what that means, not just now, but into the future. It's hard.
Which is funny because in our company, you are the best at it now. So you've certainly learned or taught yourself how to be that person with compassion, meeting people where they're at, all the good things that good managers do.
Well, intentionally, I left New York because kitchen culture back then was very different than kitchen culture is now. And it was something that there's a point where of no return where you're deciding, I'm going to stay here in New York. This is how you have to be. And you know, you're kind of indoctrinated it, so it doesn't really feel any different. You're just doing it. But there's at some point you're like, nah, this is not for me. So I think it's finding what's
and it's not good for them either, the people that you're trying to manage.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, but whether you defend it or not, it was kitchen culture at that point in that
It's what it took to be successful at that time. I mean, when I was there too, it was just like you either did it or you're getting
and I was there in 89 to 93, so it was a little bit rougher back then.
For sure.
Well, I remember when you showed up with us, you know, you couldn't believe we didn't pay shift pay. It's like you pay a person for the day and you work them as long as you work them. Oh, yeah. And there was it's like,
working, working off the clock. My day started at 9 a.m. Started getting paid
at
like 2 p.m. I mean, my first 2 years, I worked for 6 months in Dallas. I like had a morning shift from 5 to noon catering that like paid the bills. And then I worked for free for 6 months until they could hire me, you know, and that was just like what you did. And, you know, I'm glad things have changed, you know, it's for the better, but you know, that's at the time, that's what you had to do to.
Well, AT would always say, well, that's what, you know, that's a New York thing. I said, well, it is a New York thing. It's not a Seattle thing.
For sure.
And what inspired you to open Tomo?
I mean, I think it was time for me to leave Canlis. I think, you know, I've been there for 6 years. I was looking to branch out and do my own thing. You know, it was that restaurant's a family restaurant and, you know, not part of the family. So I was like looking to kind of branch out. You know, I think the pandemic, hit the reset button for everyone, as I said. And I was like, all right, this is a good opportunity for me to do something that's my own. And then it was, you know, we didn't have like a concept in mind. I think there was just so much going on globally that we were like, let's find a space. We'll create a concept. And even, I mean, since then, so much has shifted in the last 4 years that we're constantly like, I hate to use the word pivoting, but restaurants have to change and evolve over time if you want to survive, especially, you know, in this day and age. So
it's a pretty unique space.
It's a unique space. Yeah. We're in White Center, which is, you know, unincorporated neighborhood in King County. So we're surrounded by Seattle, but we're not technically in Seattle. We're next to an adult video store. And we're like our space.
So you have a place to take a break at least.
Yeah, take a break. We get ISI chargers there, you know, if you need to. But yeah, like our space was also an adult video store before we took it over. But it's like it's a vibrant community. It's the most diverse zip code.
It sure is.
As far as like language is spoken in King County. It's a neighborhood of specialists. It's a ton of fun. So we love being there.
One thing more before we get into what's happening now in your life. Has it been deja vu or interesting to watch the whole Canlis process happen over again in real time for you?
It's cool to see it from like a different way. Yeah, because I think when I left, you know, I was like focused on opening my own thing and was there kind of like as a resource for Aisha taking over. but it's cool to kind of see this from afar. And I talked to the brothers through the process of hiring James. Like I actually hired James twice at Canlis, so it's cool to see that continuity, and he's going to do really well there. But yeah, it's definitely a feeling of deja vu, and I think it was a decade to the month of being in Seattle. So it's definitely like been a time of reflection. And
I know. I thought about you and what that must look like from where you are today, to watch that process that you went through to happen all over again.
For sure. And someone like James, I mean, he came in as a very young cook, and like to see like where he's at now, and the amount of like polish and refinement over the last decade, like he definitely earned that position. So I'm excited for him.
Super fun. When we come back, we're going to talk about the art of crafting a dish.
Sounds good.
Because I think that's something that people don't understand how chefs think that way, when it's taking a dish from nothing, from a piece of paper or an idea in your head, all the way through to what it looks like and how it eats at the table. And the big thing I always say to ET is, what does bite 5 taste like? Exactly. Because bite 1 is typically pretty good, but then 3 and 4, are you bored? Is it can't wait to have another bite? Where do you stand after bite 5?
You have to eat the whole dish.
You have to eat the whole dish. I know, and you have to sit in the dining room to do it.
Absolutely.
As the chef. When we come back, that's what's coming up on KIRO. It's the Hot Stove Society Show, 97.3 FM.
Great. So Mark's pretty excited to come on the show and with James, but so he was like, "Yes, we're in." And then I can't remember her name, who organizes them, said that no, they are too busy until fall. No. He was a definite yes.
I'll do it. Yeah. They're probably.
Has he been on the show before?
I don't remember. We've been doing this for 25 years.
I know. Hard to keep up with.
Yeah. You hear the difference?
With the mic, when you talk to the mic?
No, with ET at the mic.
Yeah. That's the chefy stuff.
Yeah.
And speaking into it.
No. I've been talking. We'll talk about it.
And I think it's kind of fun to start off with his Alaska Airlines gig with the conduct. Yeah, okay.
Why don't you do that?
Sure.
Bossy, Miss Bossy, Bossy Pants.
Wrong pants today, a couple times.
We are back here in the kitchen on KIRO Radio. It's the Hot Stove Society Show. And Becky, we are continuing our conversation with Brady Ishiwata Williams, chef owner of Tomo Restaurant down in South Center.
One of my favorite restaurants.
Is it?
Yeah,
Good.
It's pretty special.
Good.
It's worth
I don't
the trek.
get down there. It's a long ways away from
it is, but it's
North
worth the
Ballard.
Trek.
Yeah.
And from Kirkland, but
I have to take an Uber because I like my wine.
I was gonna say, because you're doing it right. Because you're partying right.
You've got quite a special wine list.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, it's 3,000 selections of mostly natural wine, but like old world, new world, some fun stuff. Yeah, it's a little big for a restaurant, but we like wine too. 35 seats in the dining room and like 20 on the patio.
All right.
Seasonal, so
100 bottles per person.
100 bottles per person.
Wow.
Yeah, love it. Plenty to drink.
So congratulations on your new gig with Alaska Airlines.
Oh, thank you.
Can you tell us about that?
I'm Alaska launched this new program called the Chef's Tray Table with myself and Brandon Ju, who is the chef owner of Mr. Ju's, a Michelin star restaurant, Chinese restaurant in San Francisco. And we're just doing collaborative menus. I'm designing menus for first class cabin from Seattle to New York,
the
New
long
York
flights.
and the long flights, and DC. And it's the start of a new program. It just launched officially like 2 months ago. And it's been a really fun and interesting experience, as I'm sure.
It was.
Is it really fun?
Yeah.
I got the boot. Well, we did a lot of tastings, but I got the boot when they bought Virgin Airlines.
Yeah,
they came with their own chef team and blah blah blah. But I have one piece of advice for you. I've told this story before, haven't I? When I first got the job doing the similar things, I went on the radio with Dave Ross at KIRO Radio because he wanted to know, why would I do this? I've got all these restaurants, blah, blah, blah. I said on the air, I said, well, Dave, when you, as a chef, you want to know that the last meal you ever, if the plane crashes, if the last meal you ever eat was delicious. And it wasn't, it took Brad Tilden 5 seconds. My phone was ringing. He said, "Don't you ever mention the C word at Alaska Airlines."
Yeah, I'm sure the PR team cut you off real fast. Yeah.
Did you already sign an NDA on that?
on same plane crash. It might be deep in that contract. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Or just maybe more
Luckily-
common sense.
Yeah. Or the contract won't get
Luckily, you
renewed.
didn't fire me on the spot, but that was my funny story about my time at Alaska. I've done a few of these little things, and I think they're super fun. I did it for Marshall Field, for Macy's, for Northwest Airlines, for Amtrak.
Nordstrom, right? Didn't you do a Nordstrom gig too?
A little bit of Nordstrom development.
Okay.
Not the same idea.
Okay.
But I think they're super fun.
Yeah.
It
Were
takes
you
you out of your
making the
day-to-day.
food yourself, or were you consulting for the airlines?
Some was just being, chefy, and other parts was designing food.
Yeah.
None of the food did we make ourselves.
Yeah. Same.
You give a recipe to somebody, and
Exactly. Yeah.
You're not
It's the same
making
thing.
it.
No, we're not
because
making
it has
it.
to
No,
go
it
through
goes
so
through. It
many
has to go.
protocols.
And that's been. I mean, airline food is just a whole nother game, right? You have to think about how your palate changes at 30,000 feet, and also just knowing
The
like
equipment.
the equipment and reheating, and it's like such an impressive operation. But yeah, it goes through a third party caterer. So we design the menus, and we'll do three to four menus a year.
Mm-hmm.
So try to keep it fresh, and yeah.
Can I read the one that's going on right now?
for sure, yeah.
Because it sounds so interesting. Buckwheat soba with ahi tuna tataki and mochi waffles with fried chicken. And is there another one too?
There's a short rib, yeah.
short
Kleeman Family Farm short rib. It's like with like a Serrano jowl, like a fish sauce caramel with herbs.
And you're using local
Yeah,
ingredients?
local. So that's really cool. Is we're using Kleeman Family Farms out of Moses Lake. So it's awesome to get a local, like the same beef we serve at the restaurant to get it on the plane. So that's like I think
That's
a big
nice.
win. Yeah.
So do you and Brandon collaborate? Is it you do this dish, I'll do this dish, or you take one dish and you're like, rip
No,
on
so
it?
Brandon's doing his own menu
Okay, so he has
from
different
San
routes or
Francisco.
something?
Yeah, out of San Francisco, and more reflective of his cuisine. I mean, there has been some overlap where I think like I was like considering doing like a congee dish, and he had just done a congee
Yeah.
dish. So I was like, okay, well, I'll pause that. But like you do have to think about like seasonality, and like, when is this meal being served, and what do you want to eat, and like
how
it's
long
route
can it
specific.
sit in an airline oven as you get
And
delayed?
How can it be? How does it reheat? And I think that's
Yeah.
like with the cold soba dish. That was one where I was like, so much of my travel is centered around food and eating a ton while I'm traveling. And I was like, what's a light, refreshing, dish that we can serve that doesn't have to be reheated? That
Yeah.
can like leave you feeling good on the plane. So
Same thing on Amtrak. We have third-party caterer envision or do our vision on the plate, but in the first class cabin on Amtrak, see where Cam was sitting over there at our board, our operator board. It was no bigger than that. It was one person could fit in like a little closet, and they would sit there and they would cook on this little convection oven.
it's
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some people think I'm like in the cabin just cooking every dish, but
Well, I'm
Some
sure
place.
that's what they show on TV.
right. Yeah, you don't read the comments, but yeah.
So you're dreaming of a dish. Let's just say it's at your restaurant. How do you craft your dish at your restaurant? Because people are always wondering, they're at the grocery store. I got stopped again yesterday at the grocery store. How do I make blah, blah, blah? What do you do with your broccoli? When you have the world at your fingertips, what you do, you can buy anything from anywhere, trustfully in season. How do you start to craft the dish in your head and then take it all the way through?
Oh man, I mean it can start so many different ways. I mean, like for us, it starts with the product and starts with like trying to be tapped into the seasons as much as we can. And being in like such a product rich region, that's really easy here. I mean, oftentimes it starts with a product and what we can do with it. I mean, at
Okay, I'm going to
10,
give you
15
a
years
product.
in, 10, 15 years in, you're like, maybe you revisit some old dishes that
Right.
you've done in the past, or maybe like this component, or like you're like so much of like what we do now is like we made a dish last summer and we're like, okay, next year we want to maybe think about this. We take some like copious notes. But I mean, like more and more, I think I'm like leaning into like a little bit of like nostalgia and familiar flavors for myself, and like how do we, and especially like post pandemic, as I think that guests tastes have like shifted a little bit. There's this bit return towards like comfort and nostalgia. It's like, how could we take something that's very familiar and tweak it just enough to where it feels unique and creative and not something that you would make at home?
Mm-hmm. So now you've got sweet peas in front of you. You've got mortadella on hand. You've got you probably made.
Yeah, I love mortadella. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so,
like chopped right now. Yeah,
yeah.
With three
So-
ingredients to make a dish.
Yeah, so make a dish.
I mean,
know where I would head
if
with
it's. I mean, if it's really good mortadella and really good sweet peas, I mean, or peas, like maybe a little bit of olive oil and a squeeze of lemon and a touch of acid and good salt, right?
Perfect,
Like just let it kind of
Because mortadella is essentially fat.
yeah, mortadella is fat, so you can have everything there. I mean, and we
It's really that contrast.
we
of the
could
sweet
very
peas
simply,
with the
right? If
mortadella,
just
yeah.
start with the product and let the products like speak for itself. Like we don't do a lot of manipulation. Try to limit the number of ingredients on a plate.
Uh-huh.
You
But it all starts with a really
spoke
good product.
of pivots earlier,
Yeah.
and you've changed the format of your menu. Like, what came into that? Like, that's a bigger process. Like, doing a dish is one thing, but a menu format, because we've been doing that for 30 years.
And that's so much of that, like, yeah, like the role now, right, is like the creative direction of the menu at large and the concept. I mean, for us, when we opened Tomo, we opened as a set menu restaurant because it was the pandemic, and that's the most efficient way to do things. And we were doing a 5-course, like $68, like
Which
very
was a
value
bargain.
driven set menu, but like tasting menus, especially in Seattle, are synonymous with fine dining, and we wanted to be more of a neighborhood bistro. We were just kind of getting at a point where I think people thought like you had to go on occasion, like for special occasions.
Yeah.
And we had been serving an a la carte menu for about a year, and we'd noticed that a lot of people were coming back for the a la carte menu, and that it just felt more vibrant and fun.
Just feels like less of a commitment.
Less of a commitment. So you can come in for a snack, like,
Yeah.
right? And that's the thing, is like you could come in for one dish and a cocktail, and then you might stay for a whole meal, right?
Totally.
But it's like the barrier of entry is lower. And for us, it was like trying to find more of an identity of the restaurant. So we call it like a Japanese-ish bistro. Whereas like when it's a set menu, it's hard sometimes to like always like craft a
because
certain
it's more
identity. 'Cause
clarified
it's,
what
right, it's
exactly
like all
what it is.
contextualized within like the 5-6 courses that you're serving. So for us, this has been good because like we template the menu now, right? So like here's our rice and noodle dishes, and we can alter things within that. And here's our like seasonal vegetable section, and like, or a chawanmushi. We always have some version of chawanmushi, which is like a Japanese egg
Steamed
custard.
custard,
Yeah,
yeah.
so like
Yeah.
we're doing a cold one now. So
There's
Delicious.
a new Masubi Kai in town. Have you seen that? I haven't
No, I
been
haven't.
there yet, but
No.
I can't wait to go.
but I love Masubi.
But I love that kind of idea.
for sure.
Tell us people where to find you.
Instagram tomo.seattle.
TOMO.Seattle.
I think I'm saying that, or www.tomoseattle.com. Put me on the spot. Yeah, we're in White Center, right on 16th Avenue, right there.
Plenty of parking.
Plenty of street parking. Yep.
You can get movie and dinner.
Yeah, dinner and a show.
Dinner and
Yeah,
a show.
absolutely.
There you go. All right. Thank you so much, Chef Brady Ishiwata Williams, chef owner of Tomo Restaurant in South Seattle. Unincorporated South Seattle.
All right,
Up
thanks,
next,
Chef.
McKinney Howell's going to join us. She's been here before, and we're happy to have her back again on Cairo. It's the Hot Stove Society Show, 97.3 FM.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Brady.
Let's get the tofu out.
Oh, look who's here. Greg Atkins, retired today.
He'd been trying to sell it for a while.
You know, when he got hired at Canlis, they were talking. I don't go to Canlis.
Hey, thanks a lot. Thanks. Yeah, it's our pleasure.
Danae, do we have McKinney's taste? Yes, you're working on it. They must not have known she was coming on. I'm a gravy nut.
Ah. It's already broken.
You'll do great.
Okay. Right up on it. All right.
Yeah, definitely will.
How are you?
Good.
It's tofu time.
Love it.
My daughter's favorite.
Oh, yay. All right. Am I good?
Yeah.
Am I good on the mic?
Loves tofu.
Okay.
Good.
Which one?
Junie.
Did you want?
No, sure.
Can you even look at tofu anymore?
Of course.
Every day.
Tofu has become my world.
I know.
Everything I look at, I'm like, I can put some tofu in that. Even the breakfast this morning, I was like, I can put some smoked tofu in that. That's what I was saying. I want you to try it and see like where you could hack in and put it in.
Okay.
Thank you.
You know, I haven't warmed it up. I've been eating it. From
Huh?
PCC. Thank you.
Yes.
And I haven't warmed it up. That's great.
You guys starving to death out there? You haven't had much to eat so far.
You guys like it? I see some thumbs up out there.
Brady seems like a nice man. I don't think I've ever really chatted with him very much.
I've not.
Mostly in passage.
See, it seems like a real
You
nice
guys-
guy.
You know him?
We connected back there.
Oh, back
So
there.
he's gonna come and I'm gonna go see him too.
I'm glad you
Cool.
both came early. Look at the
Yeah.
benefits. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here we are. It's time for McKinney Hall, and she takes the air out of the room, I'll say, because she's such a vivacious
Yes.
young woman.
Mhm.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Having you back.
You are
Yes.
so proud of your new venture. I'm happy to hear that it's going well so far.
Yes.
You're in PCCs, right?
I am in PCC.
All right. You are.
We launched in PCC the beginning of the month, I believe, and
Uh-huh.
we should be across all 16 stores shortly.
Is it based on when you can do it or when they can do it?
It's based on when they roll out. I mean, it's a large company, so
You know,
We
one
have
of
to-
our former chefs is in charge of deli, I want to say, in PCCs. Is that
Oh,
right?
what's their name?
Adrian Chamberlain?
She actually does their all of the in-house products.
okay.
Oh, okay. She used to be, she's moved around a little bit, but she loves PCC.
We do too.
Yeah.
They're a great partner. They're an amazing partner.
You are the founder and CEO of McKinney's Tofu. You're a third generation vegan. Oh, my Lordy.
Yeah.
You were ahead of the wave.
Way ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
My parents were pretty far out there.
Were they?
Yes.
How'd that happen?
I
Were
mean,
they
I
just
think they were
classic hippies or what?
classic hippies for sure.
Uh-huh.
Rastafarians looking for different things to eat, before the whole craze of saving the planet. I think they were looking for something else to eat and they developed tofu. My father was from the South, so he really knew how to cook.
Uh-huh.
And he took that knowledge and applied it to making tofu delicious.
Wow. My grandmother, kind of on the same vein, she was vegan way before there was vegan. And I
Right.
have trouble eating fruit because she would buy organic fruit that was brown. Like,
Right?
so I cannot
Right.
eat any fruit unless it's like so underripe. But she had her own little plot that she was growing all year round, and
Yeah.
all I had were raw nuts, raw this. I mean,
Nuts and berries and cube tofu in the health food stores and all the things.
but yeah,
all the
I
things.
mean, this was hippier than hippie.
Now he loves cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
I know.
She did it to me.
She did it to you. How you spent a decade designing clothes in New York? Is that
I
true?
did.
How does
I
that
did.
working? How does that kind of play out into your new business venture?
The creativity.
Creativity.
Yes.
Because you have to do marketing. You have to do all sorts of things for this. Yeah.
You do. I'm not as strong at marketing as my head of marketing and sales. And, she's with me today. Her name is Annie. She's back there. She didn't like me to call her out. But it's the creativity of making meals. You know, it's the making of meals. It's making meals easier. It's creating a protein that, honestly, I think this tofu can make your vegetarian dreams come true because it gives you a good foundation for vegetarian food. Vegans, I believe, will really love it. It's flavorful. That we launched with 4 flavors. So we have a shiitake ginger, which you guys have tried. We have a smoked. It's called Baba's Smoked Tofu. That's named after my dad. And then we have a taco mix, which he developed. It's Baba's Taco Mix. And then we have a tofu pastrami for a pastrami sandwich. And it just gives you a good base for your food, just like animal-based proteins do. So, you know, the idea is that you interact with it that way. You think about it that way. So then you can just kind of incorporate it into the creativity of your food. So for me, it is a lot about how to create really good dishes. That's where the through line is from designing to making food.
Right. And I thought when I first tasted the smoked one, I thought immediately about the Tanaka family fried rice, which is a staple around this particular kitchen because we use it for our dumpling challenge and, you know, this and that. But in the internment camps, you got on to bacon and ketchup fried rice, basically, which was what was available. And this tofu instead of the bacon.
Yeah, instead of the bacon.
It would be perfect.
Yes, that's how you should be thinking. And it's like, it's so amazing how food is intertwined with like family and tragedy and happiness and memory and nostalgia. And then you have this like beautiful dish, you know, that comes out of it. So that's exactly how you should be thinking about it. I mean,
I would say we are a mixed family because my wife is vegetarian, but me and the kids are all not. So sometimes
I need to talk to your wife.
crafting, you know, how you make something palatable.
Yeah.
Because my kids love meat. Like they love when they trick my wife into eating meat. Like, that's their favorite game.
That's naughty.
Yeah, it's crazy. So this
she's
is an easy way to kind of bridge into that.
She's gonna need to trick them into tofu. So you gotta take some tofu
my
home
kids
for her.
actually love tofu.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's,
ET made tofu at summer camp once.
yeah,
Yeah.
I probably did.
Yeah.
But no, my kids love tofu, so this is not a stretch for them. But
Okay, good. And just thinking about it in that sense of how do you just incorporate it into cultural American food, you know, like how tofu is traditionally used. It's incorporated into everything. So these flavors are designed for you to be able to do that.
Yeah.
The other day I was trying to come up with a meal and I had some peanut sauce. And then that took me to, I did cold noodles with the peanut sauce. And I had some of your ginger shiitake tofu and peas and carrots. And I had peppers and then sprinkled sesame seeds on top, and it was delicious.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah.
You should try making like a fresh roll with it too.
Ooh, that's a great
like
idea.
the fresh rolls are really good with that ginger tofu.
I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No shrimp.
In the tofu? The ginger shiitake is pretty umami forward, you know, like
No,
your
that
miso,
is.
your miso I tasted is delicious. And it's like, it's another, you know, the ginger shiitake is another form of like a bold umami because it's not spicy and it's boldly savory, which is something that's hard to get in vegan and vegetarian, in vegan foods specifically, because it tends to get sweet or it tends to like turn somewhere else. So I wanted to make the base proteins bold and savory, but not spicy.
So on your tofu, it's all the things on my plate have a bit of a crispy edge. Did you put that on in a pan, or are you making it in a way?
She just stuck that in the oven.
Stuck
So
in the oven.
I brought you 2 5-pound bags. You can honestly stick those, like for food service, you can stick those bags in the steamer and warm them up. You can pan fry it. It is a very durable protein. You can pan fry it. You can put it in the oven. You can crumble it. You can saute it. You can put it in the freezer. You can take it out the freezer. You can put it back in the freezer. You can take it back out the freezer.
Wow.
Like nothing will happen to it.
Wonder food.
It is a wonder food.
And the ingredients are organic So wait,
It is 100% organic and non-genetically modified soybeans that we make it from. We have a big silo on our parking lot down in Georgetown. You should come, Tom.
I will.
You should come and tour the facility. And we make it from the bean. So, and we get our beans from Charlie's Produce is my distributor.
Oh, wonderful.
So they bring us our beans. They come from the Midwest, so we're not fighting tariffs or anything like that.
I played golf with Charlie yesterday. He took me for $10. So it's not bad enough that he charged me a lot for bananas. And now he takes
There's a
my golf
banana
bag.
crisis, though. There's a banana crisis.
Yeah,
But those
exactly.
folks over at Charlie's are phenomenal. They're
Uh-huh.
a phenomenal partner.
People fought veganism or vegetarianism for a long time mentally. A lot of older people, I will say. I watch my grandchildren grow up with tofu and love it. I mean, what's
Yeah.
not to love? It's a vehicle.
Yes.
It'll take whatever flavor you add to it, right?
Yep.
You're proving that right here in front of us.
Yes.
It must be nice for you being third generation to see vegetarian foods. Just like I might eat vegetarian tonight. I'm not a vegetarian personally, but I might eat it tonight because it's delicious. Fresh
Yeah.
peas are out, or
Yeah.
it's like, who
That
cares?
is, yeah.
Who
That
cares?
is, yes. That is
But
really
there's
nice.
this thing in our society, especially right now, I feel like if it leans to one side of the aisle, I'll say that the other side is just going to vilify it, right? Like,
Yeah, and so that's why I try to like nestle the tofu in the middle, like I'm like, can I just get this little spot right here, in between your scrambled eggs and your potatoes.
right.
You don't have to think about this as a vegan protein. You have to think about this as a protein.
Right.
And if you think about it as a protein, you can nestle it in kind of anywhere. Like I
Yeah.
made this really delicious tofu lasagna and nobody knew there was tofu in the lasagna,
Uh-huh.
or you can do hashes in the morning. You can do BLT sandwiches. You can do fresh rolls. It's protein. It's flavorful protein
Right.
that has no saturated fat, that is low in cholesterol, that's clean.
Yeah, and we need protein.
We need
right?
clean
can't,
protein.
We can't build these things in our own body,
We
right? We don't
cannot.
have enough to build,
Yeah.
so we need it. And so, to me, it's like solar power. If you can get
Yes.
solar power, great. Why not?
Yes.
Gasoline, fine. But it's okay. It's okay
Yes.
to have both.
It's totally fine. I'm like,
Yeah.
I wish there was another word for it other than tofu, because I think when you say tofu, it's like this little dancing white cube pops in your head and you're like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
But
there's
when
a
you try
visceral-
my tofu, it's not
it's
that.
very different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think also those meat replacements as they've been marketed.
Those
kind
things
of
hurt
did
us
a-
a lot.
Well, and I think they did a disservice to actual, vegetable proteins in that
Yeah.
way. Like it was still meat,
Yeah.
but it wasn't even.
It bleeds
But it
like
wasn't
meat.
meat. It
Yeah.
was
Impossible
trying. Yeah.
Bleeds like meat. Well, I don't want it to.
Yeah. It was like you want to, tofu, good tofu should stand up to good chicken and good beef. It should be a part of the protein category and not try to be like
Yes.
we're really authentic.
Yeah.
That's our thing. We're
It should
authentically
be tofu as
good
tofu, not tofu
Yes.
as something else.
Yeah,
So
we're not trying to be chicken because we're not
Yeah.
chicken.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
good tofu.
That's to me all those meat replacements. It
Yeah.
made me upset. It's like
Well-
I don't need a meat replacement. I'll just have meat. So
Yeah, and
Give
then
me
when
a
I
great-
want to
give me a
have
great
not
tofu
have,
patty.
And then the
Yeah,
health
I'll
benefit
have a mushroom
Yeah.
patty. I don't need a fake mushroom burger.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that has
yeah.
so many ingredients that aren't even real food.
yeah.
So
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And our tofu is 3 steps from nature. It's water, soybeans, and it is nigari. And so, it's very clean and it's very understandable. It's a short ingredient block.
what's
so you feel the
nigari?
benefit. It's a coagulant.
Okay.
It's
A seaweed?
it's
That's how
it's
you
not a
said
sea-
it.
Yeah, it's not a seaweed, but it comes from the ocean. It's a
Okay.
mineral.
Wow.
Tell us again where we can find your new products. So the product is
McKinney's tofu. You can find it at PCC in the deli section. You should be able to find it at all of them shortly. And you can find us at Evergreen Salads. We launched with Evergreen Salads this week, and they have
Oh.
a salad called the Hot Grill Summer. And that's really a good one. You should go and check that out. And we're slowly making our way across the industry, wanting to supply to the chefs and restaurateurs that support the industry, wanting to supply to the purveyors and the other manufacturers that create products for the industry. So
and if you eat the tofu, you get cheery like McKinney.
you will.
You get a big smile on your face and
You
be happy.
will.
Yeah,
You
because
will.
it makes you feel good. All right. McKinney, you're going to stay and probably kick my butt in trivia.
I don't know about that, but I will stay.
All right, I'm sick of this, Becky. On Cairo, stay with us for the Rub with Love Food for Thought Tasty Trivia on Cairo Radio 97.3 FM.
All right. Nagari. That might be on trivia sometime.
Gotcha. Maybe even today.
Tempeh. It's not baked tofu. It's made sort of like cheese. It's the whole soybean. Versus this is made from milk. Yes, you do. You do. Yeah. And tempeh. It's more like nutty. It's more like cheese. It's like a gourmet cheese. And this one is not.
I use tofu in a really limited way. You know, I buy the wine, cut it in half, squeeze it out, some water, and then usually it's like but this is really dry. It's drier than you buy it when usually use press it.
Yes. So we take it through quite a process. First we make it, and then we freeze it, and then we fry it.
But also when we make
When
it,
you make
when we make it, we press most of the water out
Yes.
before we start adding the flavor.
Yes.
So there's this whole thing about pressing tofu.
Yeah.
You don't have to press our tofu. Like our
Right.
water's out. You
right.
can just start chopping in random ways and like think about it when you cut it and the other kind of
I was just curious how the dryness happens.
Yeah, it has to do with
A lot of
how much
pressing.
which is like an entirely natural, like it's literally just like a big metal.
I just like I use a couple of big cookbooks.
Yeah, it's the same thing on a giant automated machine.
It's like a big piece of metal and it takes 50 squares of tofu and presses with some variation in a lot of pressure.
Yeah. And then that's in the oven. So then it's still, we cook it and it has juice in it, but then that is a bit drier because we put that in the oven. So then it'll come and then, you can use the juice for a stir fry. You can add you can kind of mimic the flavors. But I think that tofu is the easy tofu to sort of follow into a dish because it's shiitake and it's ginger, and then you can just kind of add those elements and some soy sauce and you arrive at a really good dish.
Did Loretta answer you, Amy? Wait.
Or just put, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and it gives you that. Yeah, it is. And with real wood.
All right.
Big.
Well, if you're going to go camping this summer, Rub with Love is an easy way to pack in the flavor. Picks up some across the country and find retailers like Northwest Seafood in Gainesville, Florida, Henry Harrow in Wenatchee, Washington, Highland Fish Market in Louisville, Kentucky, and many, many more. Congratulations to PCC Community Markets for their new corner market in downtown Seattle, which I'm sure McKinney is probably sitting in right now,
Yep.
4th and Union. All right. What are we going to play here, Bex?
We're going to play Rub with Love Tasty Trivia, and we've got a fun. McKinney's going to be the second contestant
McKinney
today.
who?
McKinney Howell from McKinney's Tofu, and she was she owned Plum Bistro for 25 years.
No, not that long, just 20.
Just one. Just 20.
Those 5 years count.
Those 5 years count.
She was the private chef for Mr. Stevie Wonder. So
Uh-huh.
she's been all over the place, and her tofu is just the latest, greatest invention she's got. So we're excited to have her. And then we've got a special guest co-host, Eric Tanaka, and he's going to be the first contestant. And we've tried to get you to do trivia before. You've snuck out. So this time you're in.
I don't know if I was sneaking or probably had to go do something.
So each of you will get 5 questions, and the winner will pick out someone in the audience to take a stroll through the gift shop and pick up a 3-pack of Rub with Love Spice Blends. So we'll start with ET so you can see how it's done. Have you heard this before, McKinney?
I have not.
Okay, well, here we go. All right, ET.
Ready?
What is the signature feature of a tornado potato?
Tornado potato.
You can find
A
it at
swirl.
I'm gonna lose.
You got
Wait,
it.
what?
It's a swirl. It's a whole potato, spiral cut and skewered on a stick, then deep fried, and it's kind of the rage.
Oh, okay.
Rage.
At every state fair this summer.
Every state fair this summer, and at night markets in Asia for sure.
Okay.
All right, good job, ET. Number 2, true or false? Sweet corn is a vegetable.
False.
False.
Now, McKinney, you don't want to help him out.
Oh.
You want to wait till it's your turn. He'll appreciate that, but you'll get your 5 questions in a minute.
I'll help you out though.
Hey.
Okay.
You are correct.
No collaborations. here.
Corn is botanically a grain and technically a fruit. It grows from the flower of the plant and contains seeds, putting it in the same category as tomatoes and bell peppers. Good job. Number 3, what is the signature garnish in a Gibson cocktail?
Onion.
Wow. ET, you're screaming. You're doing great. 3 out of 3.
Why are you so surprised? What are you saying?
Pretty smart guy. Number 4, black currant is the fruit the French use to make a sweet, dark liqueur.
Cassis.
Nailed it. Creme de cassis. It is. Final question. See if we can stump you here. Bunny chow, often just called bunny, is a street food created by Indian South Africans in the 1940s. It consists of hollowed out white bread filled with what?
Potato or dal.
Spicy curry.
I'm wrong.
4 out of 5. Great try.
Not
Great
bad.
job. Okay, McKinney, now it's your turn.
Okay.
And maybe Eric will help you. If there's a... All right, number 1. What summer vegetable is technically a fruit, often grilled or roasted, and can be found in varieties like Japanese, globe, and graffiti?
Squash.
Eggplant.
Eggplant.
Eggplant it is. All right, team.
Squashed eggplant.
Squashed eggplant. Number 2, true or false? Americans host an average of 4 cookouts per summer, with 66% calling grilling season their favorite time of year. Is that true or false?
I'm gonna say true.
It's absolutely true. Over the holidays, even.
Be un-American to make that a lie.
Number 3, what is the signature garnish for a paloma? A paloma is a Mexican drink with
I don't know.
Do you want to guess?
Lime leaves.
I'm going to guess hibiscus.
It's actually a wedge of grapefruit or lime. You said
Ah.
lime, so we're going to give it to you.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, number 4. What is the bright red condiment made from fermented Korean chili flakes, glutinous rice, and soybeans, essential in dishes like bibimbap?
What's it called?
Gochujang.
Gochujang.
Gochujang. You're going to come up with a gochujang tofu, maybe?
Maybe.
Maybe. Might be good. Final question. Which spice is made by grinding the dried outer husk of a tropical fruit seed and is known for its warm, slightly sweet flavor similar to, but more delicate than nutmeg?
Oh.
Um,
I'm hearing it in the audience.
anise.
Mace.
Mace.
Mace,
It's
yes.
not anise. It's mace.
That's all right. You've got a 4 for 4 tie, and we'll see how Tom does. Might even win.
Who knows?
We'll see.
Go
Good job,
Tom.
McKean. All right. Okay, Tom, true or false? Bluetooth-enabled pellet grills that set and forget are replacing old school charcoal in Texas. Is that true or false?
I'm going to say false because I would be so sad about that.
I know it's actually true.
Yeah, that's such
It's
a
true.
bummer.
Smart temperature controls are now a staple in high-tech grilling.
That is ridiculous.
Just wrong. Totally
wrong.
Mm, That is
Okay.
wrong.
You shouldn't even have brought that up.
I should that should have been your last question.
That is
I
just
know that's
I'm
wrong, but I'm
sorry.
a vegan.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, number
I'm
2.
not even listening anymore.
You'll get this one. Which spice often
Are you
used?
saying Franklin's uses a Traeger now? Is that what you're saying?
Everybody uses a trigger now.
Oh my God. What happened to like intuition?
Yeah, like putting the
Yeah.
coals in. Like my dad would like put the coals in, take the coals
Yeah.
out, stir them,
What is
get the
coming
right
of this
hot
country?
spot.
I didn't have the intuition to not bring this sore
Yes,
subject
you
up.
did not.
All right. Which spice, often used in Scandinavian baking, is known for its intense, slightly medicinal flavor and comes from the seeds of plants in the ginger family?
Anise.
It's also popular in Indian cuisine.
In Indian cuisine. Cardamom.
Cardamom. Cardamom it is, yes. Okay, number 3. What garnish is used in a Sazerac cocktail?
A paper umbrella.
That's a paper. No, it is a lemon zest.
Okay.
Okay.
With
Number
a paper umbrella.
sure.
How do you think it stays up in there?
With a paper umbrella. Okay, number 4. What is the key difference between a Japanese donburi and a chirashi bowl?
I have Eric. You know,
Well, it's rice. One is
udon and rice, right?
no, one is stewed with egg and onion, and the other is sushi rice.
While donburi simply means bowl, in Japanese and typically features cooked or simmered toppings over plain rice, like ET said, shirashi is a type of sushi bowl topped with raw fish and vinegared rice.
Yeah,
That's
exactly what I said.
What you didn't say. Final question. What
Do
shiny...
you have wax in your ears, or what's going on?
I might have something else with this one. What shiny coating used on jelly beans is also found in nail polish, wood varnish, and glossy chocolate? It's made from the resin secreted by a lac bug.
Of course it is. I would say that shiny coating is,
Paraffin.
paraffin.
Shellac.
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 You got shellacked
I got
on
shellacked.
this one.
Did you
So-
get any, Tom?
We've got a tie.
I went for a bagel, I think.
We got it. So just yell it out, McKinney and Eric Tanaka, okay? Calvados is made from which fruit?
Apple.
Ooh.
Eric, it
It's not
is.
even. I was not even quick enough.
Good job. Good
Way
job,
to go,
bud.
T. First time in 25 years you've won that.
I've been studying for 25 years.
If you want to be part of the show, you can join the community on YouTube Live at Tom Douglas & Co. or buy a ticket to join us at the HotStoveSociety.com website. Show is produced by Becky Guzak, who hates me. Our technical wizard today is Cam Thomas, and our talented editor at Cairo is Sean. Please don't call me Del Torre. And if you missed any episode of our show, you can go to your favorite. If you missed any episode of our Hot Stove Society show on Cairo, you can listen via your favorite podcast app.
Thanks for listening.
Happy summer. Thank
Thanks
you,
for
McKinney.
having me.
Okay, we have one last thing to do before people make noise. Quiet on the set, kitchen. Hi, I'm Chef Tom Douglas,
I'm ET.
and that's Eric Tanaka.
I'm ET. I don't know.
Hi, I'm Chef Tom Douglas.
I'm Chef Eric Tanaka.
Today on the Hot Stove Society radio show, a preview of the Pike Place Market Sunset Supper. Chef Brady Ishiwata Williams of Tomo on Japanese-American cooking with intention. And Chef McKinney Howell introduces her ready-to-cook, flavor-packed tofu.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Eric,
Very
when you
much,
started
guys.
taking
Thank you,
it
everyone,
out, I'm
for
like, no,
sitting-
there's more for you. There's more.
Thank you for sitting through all that.